Well, it's a beautiful morning down here in Central Texas. This is a milk sheep. Her name is Wings. I've been milking her. I'm gonna let her dry up. Some of these sheep got a little wool on them. Now, here's a good example of a hair sheep. As you can see, she has a lot of hair on her. This is Professor. This is the smartest sheep that we have. She's out of some milk sheep. There's this hair sheep. So here's our flock over here. This one we call Camel. Now this one that's coming has wattles. Wattled sheep are very rare. You know, 1 in a million. This is a hair sheep and she has wattles. It's like a goat. And we got a few more on this side. I have to go over here and let the lambs out. Here's Daisy, our guard dog. Pretty chilly this morning. I think it was about 47. It's April the 28th of 2011. Okay, let me see if I can get a few pictures of them here. Okay, so that's our lambs. Now I've got to go over here and let them out. You can see some of these are just pure hair, no wool at all. This is Batsy, because she looks like some kind of a funny animal, a bat. That's her little lamb. Here's another hair sheep, good example. That's a mixture of an East Friesian milk sheep and some hair sheep. This is one of our milk goats. This is the other milk goat. She's not milking, but you can see the bag on her. We milked these two goats, one of them for like 4 years and 9 months, and the other one we milked, this one here we milked over 5 years straight without being bred. Okay, I'm going to go out this way. Our property runs, well, way over there. It's 38 acres out to the tree line. If you can see it on this video, it's pretty difficult to see. This is a peach orchard. Peaches do pretty well here, but we do have peach borers. So some of the trees are starting to die down. We had a late frost this year, so there's not going to be too many peaches. See, here's our barn where the sheep can go in. I'm going to head out now towards the well. Now here you can see the peach orchard on this side. We did get a rain finally the other day, about 1.5 inches. Last year we got about somewhat over, I don't know, a ton. Could have been closer to 1.5 tons of peaches off of this orchard. Yeah, it's just pretty hard to see out through there. I'm going to put on the zoom. It's not too clear when the zoom is on, so so this is another follow-up video to the refuge, and you can see my land very flat. Take the zoom off. Okay. As I said in the video, my land is very flat. Flat like a table. And the surrounding land, in the front it goes down, good drainage, and in the back there's some hills back there. So we're kind of like in a little bowl. Just like in the dream, it's a vast and beautiful landscape. That's the way it was in my dream. It just stretched out before me. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Here's the well. It was on the property when I got here. We have since drilled a house well. Now I'm gonna flip it on, get back. So you can see that when I had timed this before, it was over 80 gallons. Can't remember exactly. 82, 84 gallons a minute. I've turned this thing on once for 11 days straight. I had it running just like this for 11 days straight. It dropped back into 70 some gallons a minute. And this well is only 110 feet deep. It has a 5 horsepower pump in it. So this was on the place when I bought it. So God not only led me by unbelievable dreams to this place in Central Texas, He gave me a piece of property, led me right to this property. that has so much water. You could drill a well anywhere on this property and hit this much water. It's a very tight formation, so you know, you could just increase your water. We're right by the Leon River. Underneath us is sand. The land isn't sandy though. Our land isn't that sandy. Some people do have pure sand like a sandbox, but you could, that's why there's so much water here. You get down through the sand, there's about 100 feet of sand, and you get into the gravel, and that's where the water is. We're about, I guess about a half mile from the South Leon River, which is a nice, clear river. So without this water, we wouldn't be able to do anything, but because of it, when we have droughts or whatever, it doesn't matter to us. We can raise a lot of produce. We're not able to irrigate the fields, but it would be nice. So I'm sure a lot of people are envious of this. This is just pretty unbelievable. This other part here, if I turn this valve, the water goes underground and into a large holding tank. It's a very, very large tank. Large hole in the ground. Very large. And I've hooked a piece, I put more pipe on that, 4-inch pipe, and run it to my greenhouse. So I could have this amount of water coming out in my greenhouse if I ever wanted to put some kind of a pool in there. Thought about raising fish or something like that. Alright, I'll click it off. So we're getting about to the end of our time. I don't know, for some reason everything looks so distant when you look through the viewer here, but so you can see what it looks like, and the sun's coming up from that side, so it's kind of bright out to shine. But the bigger trees, like the huge pecan trees that I talked about seeing in my dream, I can see them here over top of the closer trees. So this is definitely the property that I saw in my dreams, because a lot of the other trees, if you go down the roads, you don't see the bigger pecan trees. You see pecans, but you don't see the large, large trees like you see that are off from my property, I guess because it's down by the Leon River. I wished I could put something else in this video. We have scissor tails here, which are very rare. I mean, if you look up scissor tails in a bird book, you'll find that they're just in a small portion of Texas here, and that's where we live. The scissor tails have very long tails, and the males fight in midair like you see kites. Kite fights or something. They're very beautiful birds. Okay, well, I got a few more minutes. I could stretch this one out. I have one neighbor that lives over here, and houses are very far apart. We're close to Gustine, just about a couple miles out of Gustine, Texas. But this is a very, very rural area. I think Comanche County only has a population of like 13,000. But the whole refuge is in about 6 different counties, and the population is very low here. Lots of land, although prices are kind of expensive now. They've gone up a lot, but now since this real estate bust thing, or the economy has been so bad, prices are getting down, so you still have a chance to find a place here in the refuge. Bye.